Good day everyone, I am Adrian Rose P. Villarojas from BSc 1-7. And the topic that I am going to discuss is all about the theory of Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, and Willem Adrian Bonger. The lessons that you may see in my PowerPoint presentation is the introduction, the Karl Marx biography, Friedrich biography, and also Willem Bonger biography. First, I am going to ask you a question. Do you ever heard the word Marxism? And do you know the name Karl Marx? If you already have a knowledge about the name Karl Marx and the word Marxism, then it is good for you. You already know how my discussion will go. First, who is Karl Marx? Karl Marx was born in 1818 and died in 1883. He was born in Germany. His father was a Jewish lawyer who converted to Protestantism prior to Karl's birth in order to be allowed to hold a public office. His mother was a Dutch and came from a prosperous family. According to Karl Marx, society comprised a moving balance of antithetical forces that generate social change through tension and struggle. For him, struggle rather than peaceful growth was the engine of progress. Strife was the father of all things, and social conflict was the core of historical process. Let's relate it in our history. When we are being colonized by the Spanish, Americans, and the Japanese, we cannot say that we achieved our independence by doing nothing. The division of society into classes give rise to political, ethical, philosophical, and religious views of the world. Views which express existing class relations and tend either to consolidate or to undermine the power and authority of the dominant class. As you can see at the picture that I provide, there is a triangular image which represents the inequality of the society. It has division, it has class. At the top, there is a upper class, and the second one is the upper middle. The third one is the lower middle. And then the next one are the working class. And the next is working poor. And at the lower part, these are the underclass. The Marxist foundation, the infrastructure and superstructure. First, let's go on the base or the infrastructure. The infrastructure is the underlying base or the foundation for an organization or system. For Karl Marx, it is the mode of production, the means of production, all the things that with relation with the superstructure. While the superstructure is a structure built in a top full deck. These are the output of what the infrastructure made. Marx and crime. Marx said very little about crime. The criminal was a member of a third marginal class Marx called the lumpen proletariat. According to Britannica Dictionary, lumpen proletariat is the lowest stratum of the industrial working class, including also such undesirables as tramps and criminals. Some examples of lumpen proletariat are unemployable workers, the career criminals, and the homeless people. Marx's contribution tied to his analysis of law. Law is a part of the superstructure of society. As such, it is controlled by the economic elite. Its content reflects ruling class interests. And the fourth one is, it is therefore the poor who are victimized by law. The analysis of Karl Marx proves that the law is not equal for those who are in the upper class and the lower class. Next is early Marxist criminologies, and these criminologists are Friedrich Engels and Willem Adrian Bonger. First, let's talk about the Friedrich Engels biography. Friedrich Engels, born in 1820 and died 1895. He was born in Germany, and Engels is the closest collaborator of Karl Marx in the foundation of modern communism. Engels and Marx co-authored the Communist Manifesto 1848, and Engels edited the second and third volumes of Das Kapital after Karl Marx's death. Friedrich Engels wrote the book entitled The Condition of the Working Class in England. This book is the real basis and point of departure of all social movements of the present, because it is the highest and most unconcealed pinnacle of the social misery existing in our day. According to Friedrich Engels, crime is the result of the demoralization of the proletariat caused by alienation from means of production. The word alienation from the Marxist theory, it is a condition of workers in a capitalist economy resulting from a lack of identity with the products of their labor and a sense of being controlled or exploited. The next slide is about the Willem Adrian Bonger biography. Willem Bonger was born in 1876 and died in 1940. He was born in Netherlands, and he is a Dutch criminologist and sociologist. Willem Bonger wrote the book Criminality and Economic Conditions. Willem Bonger's book concluded that capitalism was one of the potential causes of crime because the system created an atmosphere for promoting selfish tendencies in men. According to Willem Bonger, capitalism encourages egoism, which in turn encourages crime. According to Willem Bonger, there is a 4 types of crime encouraged by capitalism. Number 1 is the economic crimes. The most common type of economic crimes are customer fraud, cybercrime, and the asset misappropriation. The second one is the sexual crimes. This includes the incest and the sexual abuse and rape. The third one is crimes of vengeance. The examples are genocide, civil war atrocities, homicide, suicide, and rape. And the last one of the four types of crime encouraged by capitalism is the political crimes. The example of political crimes are bribery, treason, sedition, theft, perjury, human rights violation, and whistleblowing. To sum it up, Karl Marx theory focuses on the struggle between capitalists and the working class. Marx wrote that the power relationships between capitalists and workers were inherently exploitative and would inevitably create class conflict. The following slides are the references and the slide of quotation. By Bernie Sanders, a nation will not survive morally and economically when so few have so much while so many have so little. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to my topic or discussion. God bless us all. Thank you.